Hello and welcome to another build review, or build and have a look and follow along and God knows what else we're going to do. But anyway, we're going to start another build, and it is, I'm looking forward to this, the brand new Halifax Mk.III from Revell. I have to confess two things, guys. One, I haven't built a Revell kit in a while now, and two, this is going to be technically my first proper British heavy bomber. My first and only British bomber was the old Airfix Lancaster Mark III, and that didn't go well because one, I was young, and two, I didn't have the experience for a modeller at the time, and it broke and that, but I have still got in the collection in a box somewhere, so this is going to be a great upgrade from that. Another thing, it's not a Lancaster, it's a Halifax, described by one of my, well, not one of my, one of the club members as the Yorkshire Lancaster. Halifax, of course. Yeah, if you ever read Halifax, well, you know what I mean. Anyway, we're going to kickstart this off by making the interior, and quite honest, guys, just go out here. There's kind of a lot to do, so the first step we're going to do, I'm just wondering, I'm just having a look now, I just decided, we could do two things. We could do the instrument panel first, which was kind of the plan, or we can cut the main spar and Bombay set out and put these parts in, as well as this. I suppose we could. I'm just wondering which to do first. Either way, the reason why I'm doing this separate is because we gotta paint this on the black and put a decal on it, and I might do a bit of scratch building for the throttle levers, but hey ho. Let's think what to do now, what to do. I think what I'll do is I'm going to start off by doing the actual Bombay and the spars and putting this together and stuff like that. I think that'll be the first indication, so while that's drying we can get on with this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Well, I picked it really, and there's quite a bit to do. So the first part we start is the fuselage section here. Quite a bit of plastic. It's nice plastic as well. I've done an inbox review of this, so if you want to go ahead and check it, you're more than free and welcome to do so. So just look for these. Just go take these off. Take that off. That's off. That's off. So I'm just having a quick look. Now you've even got your nice rudder pedals, your trim lever there, and the floor of course, but on the other side, that's a nice Bombay, look at that, wow. That is a really nice touch, I like that. So, got that piece, by number 3, 5 and 6, so I'm just going to do number 3 first if I can find the goddamn thing. Whereabouts are you? Number 3 is here. Like so. Just go check where you're recording. Yes, you are. And just go trim these bits up here. Like so. Now, I am actually done your homework about this kit, because I've had a look at it, and there's some things I like about it, the aircraft, some things I don't. The other thing is that I've noticed was the cockpit colours. Most of it is in the interior green, but some modellers do it in some parts a black colour for the night camo. But I had a look online, and I had a look at the Yorkshire Air Museum on their their own Halifax sat there, and it looks to me as though most of it is in interior green. So that's kind of where I'm going, or what I'm going to do basically. I'm just going to mostly, excuse me, sorry, mostly do everything in the interior green. Just have a look down here. So apparently this piece slots in like so. Can you say? Don't know whether you saw that. That is, there's how you feel about it. You can't feel about it. You can see, but how it clicks in, it's a nice tight fit. If I just press it in gently, that is actually properly in. Just have to get lined up a bit like so. But that is actually physically in, so that is really, that's a really nice start technically. Just go paint that part there, and some side there. So that piece is kind of in, we're just going to let it dry for a bit. Now I don't know whether it's supposed to be like that or something, but this pack part goes up, if you can see that there, like so. I don't know. I need number 6 and number 5. Let's say so. Number 5 is kind of the end of the Bombay there, and number 6 is the actual end piece. I think anyway. So number 6 is there. So yeah, I'm just cutting these out because I can't know. I'm looking at the instructions here. I can't know which part goes where. But if you'll watch at home, just do it one step at a time. I'm just getting on with it for you guys, really. I know I keep taking out shots because I have to take up to eye level to see everything. Okay, so that piece fits into there, like so. Again, that's fitted in. Not as good as the first one, but it's actually got quite an amount of plastic there. Like so. So that piece goes there. This final piece, according to the instructions, goes on like so. Like that. A touch of glue at the front there. Like so. Like that. That is gone together perfectly. Okay, there. That's, yeah, I can't figure out any words then to say, but that's gone together absolutely perfectly. That's kind of the main part finished. Wow. That's really good, I like that. So yeah, I guess next we could actually start with the next part, which is actually the instrument panel basically. So that's going to be that. Yeah, I'm just wondering what to do now basically. We'll just cut this out now. Let's start. I'll tell you what I'll do. I was going to cut it out, get all the paints together what we need, and then we'll start on the actual instrument panel basically. Here we have it. The instrument panel is on a cocktail stick with blue tack and a bit of polystyrene. And this is what you're wondering. If you're wondering, like, how do I let things to dry naturally while leaving them alone? This is kind of how I do it. Basically, just block of polystyrene. I do a bigger block on the shelf up here, but it's just for temporary. Block of polystyrene, cocktail stick, and sits in there. So I'm just wondering which colour to paint first. We've got the green or the black. Think. Tell you what, we'll go for the green first, which is actually pretty easy. I use Tamiya, whichever you want to call it. I use the cockpit green XF71 for mainly RAF and Japanese aircraft colours, really. Went away and painted these other parts, which we can assemble for the first step. Like I started at the front here, painted this part. This was messed off, and this was all sprayed black because it was much easier and has a nice richer colour. So as you can see, it's not too bad. I actually like using the Revell paints to spray through rather than Tamiya paints for some reason. I find that Tamiya paints now are actually getting more gritty, and I don't really like it, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's what's going to happen. So what the first step is to do, well, I've done the first steps, but it's kind of like the second step basically of actually putting stuff together, is we're going to kind of go and put this together actually, really. So just having a look how things go. This, apparently, there's a little clip here at the side where the instrument panel. Apparently this, just have a look. Yep. Fits on like so. You can see that clip there. It kind of fits in. Push in a bit more. Fits in like that. If you can see what I mean, make sure it's level as well. And then this part, if of work, goes like so. So you can't focus there you go. So that's how it goes on. So just get some glue. Would be advisable to have some glue with you. Stick some in there like that. And underneath put some in there. Put that in like that. There you are, focus. Just touch of glue in there. Just go let that rest now. So, kind of a little complex thing, but it actually does look really nice. It's not. I've never had a proper look at the Halifax, to be quite honest, until I started this project. I have to admit, it's kind of weird how the cockpit is. It's the same as the Lancaster, the cockpit, but where everyone sits, it's kind of a lot of people there for one tiny little space, really. So if the aircraft was to be shut down, it'd actually be quite a bit difficult for everyone to get out within that enclosed space, really. I have to say, yeah, I think I'll just have to let everything set for now. It's getting a bit out of hand here. There you are, that's kind of it in. Right, let it dry. That's the first thing you're going to do, because you're going to have to hold it in place. Once that's done, we'll get everything sorted out. So I basically went away and kind of did some stuff. I did a lot. Basically, the seats are all done. Pilot seat, navigator, radio operator and engineer. Seats going on there. I also did the yoke control column, which kind of fell out the side there. So in all good, it's really nice. They've all got moulded seat belts as well as buckles, so that makes it really interesting. And it's all a nice colour, so that's really nice. I probably haven't done it the right colours, but yeah, very good. Another thing I have done is I've done the flight engineer's control box and the back end of the bulkheads near, and I've also done the other doorway, which has a fire extinguisher as the control surfaces, and they sit kind of like that. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do first. Is this piece fits in like so, like that apparently. Just having a look, apparently that's how it sits in. And this one sits like so. Like that. So in all honesty, that's actually keeping up how it is. Well, as it is, sorry I should say. But not for long. I'll do this first now before we actually put the seats in. So at this point we can actually just get everything surfaced. Like so. Just checking around, sorry if I've took it out of shot there, I do apologise. Just having a look around, see how things are going on the kits. That goes like that. You have to make sure everything is actually correctly positioned onto the actual floor. I think in this kit. Like so, just a bit underneath there, a bit there, like that. So that's the first one in. Second one, just put a bit of green across there, like so. Move that to there, and that is kind of the bulkheads, or whatever you are call them, done really. So that sits there. Just having a look. Now I would test fit this into the actual sides of the cockpit frame, but there's a big but. These are just so tight. I put them in and I just could not get them out, so I had to kind of force them out. Luckily it didn't break anything at all, but if you're unexperienced, then that is a big worry really. So it would be alright if they're just a tiny bit not as tight, but I'm afraid that's how it is. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to start putting these little seats in. I haven't done the bottom, see there. This piece, this will be the navigator's position just here. Just get some tweezers. I'm just gonna. This part it won't go in now, something like that. Okay, tilt it side, see if it fits. That looks really nice. Wow. Make sure it's level. and that is the navigator seat position. Have you noticed that I'm actually putting these seat positions like they're being used kind of thing? That's one feature I do actually like. That was a bit of blue tack in here, I should take that off. And there's another thing I definitely need to tweezer for this one, is the radio operator seat. It actually sits underneath the pilot. So this is going to be a bit of a task to get this one in. It's you have to kind of tilt this on an angle, so sorry if you can't see. That's it, just turn it around a bit more. My thumb there you go, that one in. Now, there's two ways you can turn the flight engineer's seats. You can have it facing forward, you can have it facing backwards. Revell put the instructions it facing forward, but in my case the engineer was faced backwards when he was in flight mode, so that's what I'll do. So this is going to be placed backwards. Apologies if you can't see again. Just fall out there. This goes on there, doesn't it? Yep. Like so. Right, I'm going to put a touch more glue into this side. And that side is again the radio operator. Just seems to have fallen out a bit there. Can't hear that noise. I think it's the radiator going off. Is that one done? Great. So we can see. Let's see if I can just move the light over. That's all the seats done. Just the last ones, which are the pilot and the steering yoke, which is here. They just kind of sit in there like so. If it'll fit in. See how it goes. That's okay, like that. I'm just checking it over. That's perfectly fine. Get a load of emails at the minute all of a sudden. And finally, last not least, we have the control yoke. Goes on. And then that's fitted perfectly. Wow. So really guys, let's make sure it's level. That is everything on the Halifax finished for the cockpit area. Wow, that looks brilliant. I have to point out two things. The bomb aimer sight is actually a clear piece. I spent ages trying to find this piece. I could not find it wherever. So I had a look at the colour, well not colour callouts, part callouts, and found it hiding there. So that was a bit of a surprise when I saw a clear piece for a normal plastic part. So there you have it. Another thing I need to say is that now you're all kind of done, you can, if you wish, go and weather it, which I am actually going to do. I'm going to use a very, very thin wash of black, a very thin wash, and once that is done I'm going to give it a coat of this stuff, which is the flat clear from Tamiya XF86. I don't normally do it, but as I've used to my paint, it's actually come off some in a gloss surface. That's not really what I want, to be honest, guys. I'm more of a matte person, but it's up to you how you look at it. You can leave it like that or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. Well, let's dry first. We're going to go away, and then I'm going to spray it in a very thin, flat, clear coat, I think. Or if that's dry and it's turned out alright, I think I'll leave it like that. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to go away and have a look at that. Right, okay, so it's gotten quite a bit here. Let me just talk you what through we've got, I've done. Here's the insides of the fuselage halves. Now, quite big as you can tell. Now, one important feature I've done is one, I've painted it, and the other is that I've put all the windows in. So it looks to me like some masking is going to be needed of some sort, I think, sadly. So these little ones I'm not fussed about because you can do them with little blobs of blue tack, but it's these square ones at the front that I have to put some more effort into it. Either I use tape or I can use some, I don't know, more blue tack probably. Anyway, they're the two fuselage halves done. I've done the radios at the side and the equipments, painted in the green and give it a heavy wash. I didn't mean to give too much of a heavy wash, but there you are. It looks good. Another thing is that we've got our tail wheel section in. It sits at the back, painted and put in, and our front option piece at the front of the bomb aimer. Now these are only optional if you're doing the Mk.III version. The Mk.IV version you don't need them in. So you are. So what we're going to do is we've got our cockpit section here, and we're going to fit everything in basically. I'm just going to get everything done. So I'm going to start off with this side, spin that round at the same time. Now, as I mentioned, these are tight fitting, so no test fitting is going to be done. This is why you're watching me, to see if there's anything wrong with it. Oh, very tight fit actually. That's gone in. Is this side going in? That's going, so it needs to be both straight and level, like that. And that's a very tight fit going in there. But with a few clicks, that fits wonderful, like so. So that really is this cockpit section that side. Go to take some glue and go put some on the inside of the spars there. The rear bulkhead along there. You have to turn it out of view, sorry. And at the front instrument panel, look there. So yeah, that's that part done. Bit back here, and last but not least, at the front here, put some glue into here as well as underneath there, like so. So that's in place like that. Now apparently, I'll just get the instructions, sort this out. It sits like so. Bit of a weird fit again. Like so. Like that. Just go rest that there. So another thing is, why have I painted the grey inside? Because I had a look online at a restored Halifax Mark. I don't know whether it's the Mk.III or the Mk.IV, but inside this zone was all grey. So I've never seen that before, but I've just given it a go. And I've just realised this Bombay is going to be black, so I'm going to have to repaint that again, sadly, as well as this side and that side. So final side going in. Just actually good important if you check the instructions, there's nothing else going in whatsoever. Nope, that is all done. Another important feature I forgot to mention, guys, sorry, is at the front here I've drilled 3 holes in. Now this is optional, there's a bar that comes out and rests there, but I'm going to put in for more detail. So let's give this a go, shall we? Place that in there. Oh, also, I can't remember if I've told you, but there's some holes drilled there and there for the version I'm doing. There's like a radar sat there. So yeah, nothing else. Nope, that is it. Now again, once again, very tight fit, gentlemen and ladies, if you're watching. Yeah, that side's in. Just this side, come on. In. That is in. And there you have it. That is easily going together. Very nice. Now, oh, let's have a look at the front here. What's going on down here? Right, we've got a bit of a gap on the front here. Not sure about that. What's going on there? But we've got a bit of a gap on the front here. We need to really prime that in, prise that in. That's not going to hold that. No. Oh, well, the nuts just come off the front there. Just have to put that back on. So that's got to be prised in with something anyway, or pushed down. But apart from that, everything looks really superb. I'll click that onto the back there. That is wonderfully in. Right. Take some tape actually. Put some glue along the back here. Like that, and what I'm going to do is put some masking tape, hold everything down. Sorry about the noise. Like so. Just take that off. So on there. And last but not least on the front here, which is going to be absolute pain. I have to go deal with this later. So that is a very tight fit along that front there. That is very tight actually. I'm struggling to fit that in. Wow. Anyway, so that's glued in. Let's put some glue on the front seams along here. Like that. So that is really it. So that's the fuselage done. I think we'll end this part and we'll get back to the next part, which will be the fitting of the fuselage. So Oh, that is another problem. There's another gap in the front here. Wow, that's a bit of a gap. Anyway, I'm going to leave them aside. I'm going to just basically crack on with this. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part. If you want more, please like, subscribe, and even comment or even share my videos if you like. Happy modelling, and I shall see you all soon. So, take care guys, cheers and goodbye for now.